All right. First stop on our trip. Yep. There it is. There's our first stop of the trip. There's Willa. She's already enjoyed it. We just got done eating, and we stopped at this beautiful Denny's Classic. And yes, this is the one in Zanesville. This is the one in Zanesville. So they do have postcards. That's why I wanted to start off by going, ta-da! There we are. So first stop on vacation. And here we are coming to you from Kentucky Speedway. We are stopped here looking for a motel room and also stopping to get gas. And there is Sarah and Willa. And she pooped! Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Alright, so this is official stop number 2. And we are, I don't know where we are. Warsaw, Kentucky, I think, is where we are, but this is Kentucky Speedway. Right there in front of us. All right, next update. We are at the Red Roof Inn in somewhere. I can't remember where. In Kentucky. Willa's got her little play area set up. And we also have her room with us. Brought that in from the Moose. And Sarah is not here right now because she is next door at the Arby's getting our dinner. So there we go. Okay, say hi.
Hi.
Hey, a second ago I said I couldn't remember where we were. I don't know why I couldn't remember. We're in Carrollton.
In Carroll County.
In Carroll County, Kentucky. So we are in Carrollton, in Carroll County, Kentucky. And Sarah was nice enough to cook this beautiful gourmet dinner for us to eat. So that's the update. We are in Carrollton, in Carroll County. So tomorrow we might check out downtown because tomorrow we might look. It says, there was a sign that said Historic Carrollton.
I have a brochure.
Ah, here we go. Historic Carrollton.
With the girl on a jet ski.
All right. So
I don't know.
there we go. And Willa's still sniffing the room. And probably will the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. All right. It is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. And we are starting day 2 of vacation. And we are coming to you live again from Carrollton, Kentucky. And as you can see, Sarah and Willa are getting ready to check out this magnificent site, which is the convergence of 2 separate rivers. And this is called Point Park. Point Park is at the point where the 2 rivers meet together. And they've got this nice boat launch here at the park. And Willa's going to check out the river. Her first river, real river anyway. That's not the Sandy Creek. No, you don't need somebody's old shirt. So here we are, right at the water. And you can see right over here to the left, right here, is where the other river meets. So this is where the two rivers meet together. And Carrollton, Kentucky is really nice. Looks to be a very old town. It has lots of big old houses. Kind of reminds you of Lisbon or Salem, or real big old houses and stuff. Okay, back in a minute. Also, quick update here at the confluence of both rivers. Just wanted to give an update. The moose is doing great. The moose has done fantastic. We were in terrible driving conditions yesterday going through Cincinnati and Concord, and the moose did absolutely fantastic. And I just heard a fish jump out here. And there we are again, taking a look at the moose at the convergence of the two rivers. Welcome to Carrollton, established 1838, Carroll County, Kentucky, where rivers and people meet. Ohio River mile marker 546. They got this nice swing here, these other swings to look out over the river. And they've got park workers here. Looks like they're setting up for a festival or something going on here. We saw other tents going up. This is a pretty big park. And they got other tents going up. Downtown Carrollton is that way. You can see church steeple over there. We went past a Baptist church right across the street from a Methodist church. So we also saw the high school and their football field. And here comes a boat. We need to get out of the way.
Out the window?
Okay. All right. We stopped for the first time at a Casey's. I got the Casey's Classic Country Roast Darn Good Coffee. And where'd they go? We have the Casey's Taco Pizza Chips and the Casey's Backyard Barbecue. So this is our first time at a Casey's. And there it is. And seen it so many times on YouTube, now we're going to try it for ourselves.
Yay! We are recording.
Okay,
We're very close.
We saw the Dollar General.
We're very
In
close.
1/4 mile, make a sharp left turn.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, we're at the back of it.
We're at the back of it. We went the wrong way.
We're
There
at
it
the
is.
back of it.
The WigWam Village.
Jan's consignment.
Now we're recording.
Here we are.
Here we
You
are.
arrived at your destination on the left. Route guidance is now finished.
There it is.
The WigWam Village.
WigWam Village.
Built in 1936.
Which teepee will be ours? Which
I
teepee
don't know.
will be
I
ours? There's the Travel Inn.
There's the Travel Inn.
Travel Inn.
It's just down the road. And then we're going to come up again to the WigWam Village.
All right, David, I appreciate the call, brother. Thank you.
We just turned around in
What's going on,
the
Sean?
Caverna Middle School parking lot.
And this is the Caverna Elementary School.
I agree with a lot of your analysis from my hand.
And here we go. I see it.
Up here on the right.
I see it.
Consider the addition of this 1,000 per child with absolutely
Right past the fireworks.
Yep.
There's not one Democrat who's going to say, oh, because of this.
WigWam Village!
Yep.
It's not
Number
gonna
2.
happen.
3.
They can
Two.
have it.
Is this 3?
This is 2.
It's like every other Democrat will be right.
Here it is.
Number
You can't
2.
check in.
You know what?
It's
Nope, we're too early.
10:39 and you can't check in until 3. So we'll find lunch. Bye.
What's the word?
Okay, here we are. It's Wednesday at 1:25 in the afternoon, and this is the Mammoth Cave Visitor Center for the Mammoth Cave National Park. And we are here in order to take a look at the gift shop and stuff like that, because our cave tour is the early morning one. So we're actually here today to take a look at things and check it out. Sarah's inside right now. There was almost no place to park. There's a massive parking lot and it is completely full. Willa is down here resting in the shade because it's hot. And Sarah went in to check out the visitor center and the gift shop and all that stuff. So we ate lunch at Pizza Hut, which is not far from the WigWam Village. And we will be checking into the wigwams at about 3 o'clock, and it's almost 1:30 now. So we're just hitting a few places first while we are waiting before our check-in time. All right, we are checked in at the WigWam Village. As you can see, we are checked in, and here it is. This is our wigwam number 3. There's the moose, and there's the Sarah and the Willa, and here is our door, and I'll show you in a bit. Okay, here we are. This is the room. Got the Kleenexes there. There's a little stool to sit on. Get her. And there is the bed. And we've got a ceiling fan. And there's a little chair, a little luggage stand, air conditioner, little desk. There's the door, some vintage advertising, and the TV. And here it is. (1937) original bathroom. Sloped walls, very low ceiling. All original tile. So here we are. Check out that tile. And the shower with a very curved, sloped wall. And there's all that beautiful original tile. And again, there's Sarah and Willa. And a view of the room. All the furniture is original. So this is all 1930s original furniture. It's all stick furniture. They are having it refurbished. He said at the moment that there are actually 4 teepees that are unusable still as they're renovating them. But even with that being said, they've never closed. This place has been in business for 88 years without missing a year. These rooms have been in operation all that time. So pretty neat. Pretty fantastic. And yes, you do get an actual key. There's no key fobs, there's no electronics. You get an actual key. Bonfire gets lit at 8 o'clock. And when you check in, you actually pull in and they give you a short tour. Well, not tour so much as a history of the place. So when you come in, you get the history and everything, and then they do check-in for you, and you drive to your teepee, and you park next to your teepee. So, eat and sleep in a wigwam. Wigwam Village number 2, Cave City, Kentucky. So these were a franchise. There were originally 7 of them in the chain, and there's only 3 that remain. And here's a shot of the 1980s. And a shot from 1959. Okay, we're going to unload and relax a little bit. People that checked in with us are already out on their swings, or their deck chairs, I should say, not swings. Out on their deck chairs enjoying the afternoon. So, oh, and I did forget, it is 4:50 on my watch. It's 3:50 here. We forgot we switched time zones. So that had us all confused for a little bit. The clock in the Moose did change. So it told us that it was Central Time, but I looked at my watch and we were all confused. So 90 degrees out there today. There's our hot dog. Okay, more in a bit. Okay, it's almost bonfire time. There's Sarah.
In the door of our wigwam.
In our wigwam number 3.
Teepee, but wigwam sounds better.
Yes. On our wigwam number 3. And I believe, yes, these are our seats too. Almost bonfire time. Alright. Here's the front entry where you come in. And this was originally a 24-hour restaurant in the big teepee. And the little teepees were restrooms. There's a men's and then there's a women's on the other side. So back in the 30s when this opened, this was originally a 24-hour diner, and there were gas pumps right here. Gas pumps. It had gas station. I don't believe we can see in here right now. This has not been restored. Nope, can't really see much. You can see some of the old signage here. Motel office, gift shop. This is not where you currently check in though, because this is still being worked. But you can see the restroom right over there past Sarah, who's weeding their flowers for them. And this was the women's restroom on this side. And this little square building is also original. And this is where the ice machine is. And this was the original trading post where you could buy your souvenirs and trinkets. And now it is where the ice machine is. And as I walk around, and again, we're at the big teepee here, which is going to be a coffee shop again. And you can see the teepees. And the playground equipment. And the fire pit where he's coming to build the fire right now. And I just noticed this old garbage can, which is outside of the trading post, which is where the ice machine is, even though it had been painted over, it says Burger Queen. I have no idea how old this sucker is. Never knew there was a Burger Queen. But there it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's the moon out.
Oh.
That should be a nice night.
Yep. And then I saw you guys walking around and you had a little black cat following you.
That's Vitra.
Vitra.
She's
Okay.
my girlfriend. You want to know where she is now?
Yeah.
The reason we have her is she got caught in that shed by the garage. There's a shed.
Oh.
She got caught in there during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard her meowing, and I got her. It was a hot day. I got her out. She wouldn't have lasted in there very long.
Yeah.
And I fed her, and I gave her water, and now she's mine. Took her to the vet, got her fixed,
Yep.
all the things. And now she's mine. She follows me everywhere. She sleeps with me.
Got cornhole going on over here.
Well, looks like a bar. What do you think?
Swings are going. Fire's rolling. Temperature has dropped. It's beautiful tonight.
Right, you're all in charge. Let's see how that works.
Hot dogs here, anybody wants some? I get some hot dogs and buns.
You got hot dogs coming up, huh?
It's Civil War, brother.
You want to start a civil war? That'll do it.
That's
All right.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. If I turn this
I remember kids growing up with weapons.
and by the firelight, there we are. There we are.
Like that.
By the firelight.
Honestly, it was like
I don't know if this is actually coming out or not.
loved it.
Say hello.
Hi. I didn't know you were videoing.
Yeah, I'm videoing. Okay.
That's
Yeah. All right.
listen to bugs.
Yeah.
Bugs at night, birds in the morning.
Yeah.
Wigwams at night.
Wake up earlier.
Wigwams at night.
With sign of waivers.
Wigwams at night.
Let's go.
Yeah, which means.
Fine.
All right.
A lot of countries have stepped up to make deals, but
Is this our exit?
Yes.
tariffs will rise to more than 25. Goods from a lot of countries. A community promising to rebuild after a historic chapel is destroyed. The rebuild
In 1/4 mile, turn left.
flights Tuesday night.
Here we are.
Turn left onto KY 101.
Look at that giant bucket.
It's over there.
Look at that giant Oh my goodness, there it is. You can see it.
Here it is.
Look at the
There
gas
it
pumps.
is. Look at all the gas
Look
pumps.
at the gas pumps. Oh, the insanity. It's fantastic.
The association has some tips and guidelines to make sure your cooking experience is a fire safe one. First, check for heat tanks or leaks. Make sure the grill is clean or grease and fat buildup removed from the grill.
Oh, they even put in a roundabout for the Buc-ee's.
A roundabout.
And look, every single car is turning in.
Yep.
You have arrived at your destination. Route guidance is now finished.
Thank you.
It's just a never-ending stream of cars pulling in. Look how big the building is.
Okay, there's something.
Is this the dog area?
Yeah, this is the dog area.
This is the dog area. Okay,
let's
this is
park
where we
here.
park.
All right, I'm turning off.
Okay, it has been a never-ending stream of cars coming in. And we just got in, just pulled in. There's the literally mile-long row of gas pumps. And then this is the Buc-ee's dog area. The Buc-ee's dog park. And there is Sarah and Willa. And we thought this sign is pretty hilarious here. Your dog did his duty. Please do yours. They've got this big, nice dog area here. Lots of dogs out. Okay, more Buc-ee's madness shortly. Look at that mile-long row of gas pumps. There are so many dogs here. We just talked to a lady that's heading from New Orleans to Michigan. There are so many dogs. It is so busy.
You're on.
Hi. Buc-ee says hi. Okay. People are right. Just wanted to get a shot here of the Buc-ee's quilt on the Buc-ee's barn. At the end of the mile-long run of gas pumps. The amount of people going through here, in and out constantly, is insane. The amount of dogs here is insane. The amount of boats that we have seen, the amount of motorhomes that we have seen is insane. We just got done eating our brisket and egg sandwiches, and they were fantastic. Sarah and I both had coffee.
Let's go in.
She wants to go back in so she can shop. All right. We've just been an hour in Buc-ee's. Willa was out here in the moose in pet mode, and it's nice and cool and comfortable in here. And I just wanted to show you that Buc-ee's is backed up all the way onto the interstate. In other words, the highway is actually backed up with people coming in to Buc-ee's. This is the entrance right here. And as you can see, it is non-stop. 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 There's Minnie Pearl with her new cowboy hat she got at Buc-ee's with the tags hanging off the back. So, get in close enough you can see there. If she would turn her head, you can see, oh, there you can see the tag flopping. So Minnie Pearl got her new hat. And we are going to go back in one more time and get our lunch, and we're also going to get some Buc-ee's sub sandwiches. I think for supper. Well, no, wait, maybe not, because we're eating supper with Sarah's coworker tonight. So we don't need to get sandwiches for supper. So we might just go back in for a minute and get sub sandwiches for lunch, and then we're going to get gas here. I think the gas is $2.60 here right now. That's on July 3rd of 2025. So, yeah, just had a successful shopping trip in Buc-ee's. Got all kinds of fun stuff. And it is 10:49 the Central Time here. So that's almost noon at home. 11:49 at home. 10:49 here. So yeah, very successful trip. Buc-ee's is great. We got our new canopy to replace the old Harbor Freight one. The old Harbor Freight one was a 10 by 10, and the new Buc-ee's one is 12 by 12, and it is a one push button setup supposedly. So can't wait to see that when we get the new canopy up. But again, just wanted you to see that this is constant, non-stop, backed up all the way onto the interstate. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of dogs here, and motorhomes and boats and everything else. Buc-ee's. Can't wait till we get one in Ohio.
Action!
Okay, I said earlier I thought gas was $2.60 something. It's $2.54. Gas is $2.54 here.
And what is it normally at home?
$3.09.
Yep.
Thank you, Buc-ee's.
Yep. And cut.
Willa is so tired because the house just passed the big beautiful bill.
Woohoo!
And Willa is exhausted from all of her hard work campaigning and bringing everybody together. And Sarah couldn't wait to get on the Twitter and see what the Twitter was saying.
I'm watching cat videos.
We just finished eating our Buc-ee's lunch in our teepee. So we had Buc-ee's lunch that we brought with us back here. Sarah had a salad and some coconut something or other. And I had Buc-ee's Italian hoagie and banana pudding. And then we both had muskmelon with it. So thank you, Buc-ee's, for another good lunch. Also, just so you know, too, the WigWam Village number 2 has a handbook here. And I was looking at it this morning, and it's got some pretty neat stuff in it. So, pretty neat. This woman right here actually took her honeymoon here in 1940. So the Wigwam village was only 3 years old when she had her honeymoon, and she has also been back enough times that she has stayed in all 15 teepees. And I was going to say, I think she was 95 in 2020, so I don't know if she's still with us, but anyway, kind of neat. So, and there's the current owners. So, pretty neat book. And here we are, night number 2 at Wigwam Village number 2. This is night number 2, just about bonfire time. As you can see, there's people sitting out at on their chairs by their umbrella. And there's the moose. Did awesome today again. Did great with Willa in there in pet mode. And Sarah is walking Willa back here. There's some kids back here playing on the pirate ship. And under the pavilion, there's some kids there. And we've got some people just coming into that teepee over there. So, still people coming in. It's almost bonfire time, and there's still people coming in tonight. Last night, I think everybody was here by about 3 o'clock, 3:30. And I see there's a van over there doing check-in orientation right now. So, yeah. People coming in late tonight. Still got the beautiful half moon up there. And the lights are on already here at Wigwam Village. As you can see, the lights around the circle. And we're going to be doing bonfire here probably as soon as they're done getting their orientation over there, the people in the red van. Because they do the orientation and then they'll come light the fire. It's so funny because I've noticed that the first thing everybody does once they get to their teepee, first thing that they do is pose for a picture in front of it. Everybody's done it. We did it. But that red van, they just pulled into their teepee, and the very first thing that they did was posed for a picture in front of it. So, just something that everybody seems to want to do, which, why wouldn't you? You get your picture taken in front of your teepee. Sarah and Willa are clear over by number 14 over there, where those kids are coming out. So they went clear around the whole circle. And I think they're going to do the whole circle and go past the big WAM and the front restrooms and the trading post and come back around this way. So, looks like there's lots of kids here tonight. I think there's quite a few kids here tonight. It was mostly all adults last night, but it looks like lots of kids. So, fun times.
Thank you very much.
See how that works.
You're all in charge.
Just let it burn. Don't worry about putting it out. It'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I have to because I was trying to really slow and steady, and then I get impatient. I just stick it in. And
More cornhole action going on tonight.
Do the thing where you pull off the top layer and then you do it again.
oh no!
Yeah, so you like.
I just eat the whole burnt, disgusting thing.
No, you do about 7 layers out of one marshmallow. It really extends the whole experience without eating too many marshmallows.
I just pull off the burnt part
Yeah.
and then I just eat it.
Oh, okay.
She's saying then you toast it
Yeah,
again.
then you toast.
I'm trying to get another marshmallow. Thomas, no more, please.
And we've got fireworks display going on over here that is not coming through on camera. Oh, you can sort of see it. And that's good night.
I bet.
Yeah.
2 surgeries.
I bet.
Yeah, he had to have 2 surgeries because the first one
This
when
is
he took the rod
Tuck.
out. When he took the rod out, it didn't work. Like it didn't heal the bone.
And this is Joey. Hi. Hi, Joey. And Tuck. Tuck and Joey. They're going to be Willa's friends for the next few hours while we're at the cave. And Willa's doing great.
Yeah, we haven't left yet. I think when we leave, she's gonna.
She should be okay.
These dogs will keep her busy.
Be moving all the time.
Use those handrails where possible and where necessary. We're going to stay on the trail at all times. It's going to be pretty clearly defined through here. We're going to be on pavement most of the way through. A brief little section will be over some compact dirt. But if at any point today you have to ask yourself, am I on the trail? You're probably not on the trail. No climbing over any rocks, going off on your own adventures into the darkness. That's how accidents and incidents occur. Once again, our junior rangers stay within high-five distance of that parent, guardian, or other dog at all times. We're going to see a lot of great sights today. Feel free to take pictures. We're just going to ask you to turn off that flash photography. We have individuals that have health conditions that can be triggered by those flashlights. We want to avoid a medical emergency here in the cave today.
Okay. Going down the steps.
All down.
Temperature change is drastic. Drastic.
How many steps have we gone so far?
Oh, I don't know. And it's getting dark. Okay, that's probably all the video I can get at this point because can't see nothing. Ooh, yeah, I didn't even have to duck. Very neat.
First lights making their way on in. First chain reed torches, producing just a little bit more light than what I'm producing now. Eventually, moving to candles. You can see that this light does not pierce far enough to reach the opposite wall. We're going to ignore those fuel electric lights that are just barely making their way on. But eventually, moving on to whale oil lanterns. Once again, that light, not much more than this, doesn't get much farther in here. I'm gonna make my way over. For a grand reveal, for electric lights to bring us to the present, as we start talking about the past.
Wow.
This first chamber, the rotunda, making their way on to these large passages. This room, some half-acre in size. Bigger than most buildings of the time. But as we start to make our way on through to our first stop here today, take note of all the wooden construction off to your right. We'll be talking about it at our next stop. You guys ready? Follow me.
Hey, Deborah, if we get separated, don't worry about it.
too quick. I'm going to ask you to join us towards the front. That's where the slowest pace is going to be here today. If you're like me and have really long legs and this pace has been really slow for you and you want something a little bit faster, I'm going to ask you to make your way towards the back of our group here today. We're only going to talk about our main topics today once we have everyone on together. But as we're gathered on up here, we're on our historic tour, and let me be the first to welcome you inside the Mammouth Cave. The historic tour, right? The who, the when, the where, the why, and the how. The where is right here. But to understand the who and the why, we have to jump back a little bit in that when. Jump back to 1797. As legend goes, a young boy by the name of John Houchins, 10 years old, lives down by the Green River. His family having just recently settled in the area.
Why does it seem to say hold on?
Hold on. Hold on.
Right. It looks like we have almost everyone with us now. So we'll go ahead and take a few questions as we're gathering on up. I know I rushed this a little bit on this way in. But does anybody have any thoughts? Yeah, what you got?
I saw on the way from me when I walked by, I saw lots of rocks on top of each other. Were there like rock slides in these caves?
So I'll kind of change your question a little bit to, do rocks fall? And yes, rocks fall. But we're not considerably concerned about it, right? If the government was really concerned, they wouldn't be sending me in with a straw hat, right? Trust me, this does not do much against the rock. I've banged my head on plenty of rock with this. It's not a frequently occurrence, right? I can tell you that of the current guide force here, some of them having worked multiple decades, only 3 rangers here have ever seen or heard a rock fall within the cave. And those rocks that did fall were small rocks. It's not a very common occurrence. These rocks have had millions of years to kind of reach that stabilization point. And an object at rest stays at rest unless acted upon by an outside force. And there's not a whole lot, there's no pollen making its way in. And he's heard that individuals on those long tours sometimes be in the cave for 14 hours. When they get up to the surface, they're jubilant, happy to see the sun. Once again, it makes sense. But at the time, the prevailing theory of medicine was the theory of miasma. The disease was caused by bad air. And he believes that this clean cave air might be able to cure people of illness. Specifically, an illness known as consumption, what we now know as tuberculosis. Now, for Dr. John Kahn, it's a personal thing. He had just lost his brother a few years prior to tuberculosis. And so, his first idea is that he's going to have people live down here within the cave. It being a trial run, for eventually he wants to build a hotel down here in the cold cave climate. So in 1842,
Side saddle pit.
Side saddle pit. You cannot see the bottom on camera.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, this is bottomless pit.
Honey, I'm telling you, why don't you ever listen?
And there's water.
Yes, I agree.
Did you get a good picture? Bottomless pit. Oh. Look at this. And where is the bottom? Where is the bottom?
when you ask questions like these, there's all these little asterisks and exceptions. Because the 1980s, for the main section of the cave, other section of the
Camera
cave,
just got dripped on.
1920s had lights, that being the new entrance. Then we've gone through a whole host of changing of lights from halogen bulbs to incandescents to LED.
We're getting dripped on here. I'm turning this off. Wow. Yeah, come further in. Oops, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. That's all right.
I don't know yet.
Oh, lights just went out. I guess time to go. The lights are going out.
That's the very song. Lawson.
Wow. Wow, incredible. You can't even see the top. Can't even see the top. Massive. Lots of dripping. I don't know. Wow. And then unfortunately, we have all these stairs.
We can do it.
Vertical shafts, yeah. Okay. So asking about, Stevens now discovers his vertical shaft.
Okay, there's the hole we were just in. There's the 8 million steps. And we're still going up steps. These are our friends from Ohio.
Hi.
And then we got to go up this hill.
Let's hope we make it.
We made it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Now we got to go over the bat mats here to leave. Sarah just pointed out to me this neat little picnic table. I hadn't even paid any attention to it. But it is a neat little picnic table. How it's got the 4 seats. Pretty nifty. And there's a few different grills along the property here. I don't know that I've really actually shown the play area and the pavilion. So, in back of the row of teepees, there is this nice pavilion with a grill, and then there's also a fireplace you can cook on. And then there is a pirate ship. And the other night when there was kids here, there was kids playing on the pirate ship back there. So, pretty neat. And this is our TP number 3. TP number 3. Number 1 and 2 are currently not in use because they are in the process of getting restored. And Sarah's trying to look in and see.
Ooh, bathroom tile is zigzag on the floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So these are being restored minus the technology. So they're re-insulating, putting in new ventilation and new HVAC. But in terms of the walls and everything, it's going to be all restored with new knotty pine and everything. So looks wise, it will look exactly as they did in 1937, which is pretty neat. So like the one that we're in right now does not look like 1937 because it's been painted, and judging by what we've seen on the walls and the doors and stuff, painted about 600 times. So it's pretty neat that they're going to restore these, and then that's going to have better air conditioning and heat also. So that's and better ventilation, which the air vent in our bathroom is completely painted over with layers and layers and layers of paint. There's no way air or whatever move through it. So it is 8 o'clock, so it's about bonfire time. There doesn't seem to be anybody else out right now. In fact, I think there's only about 4 teepees with guests tonight, which seems strange. It's a Friday, but
they were all full earlier though, weren't they?
No, not yet. So we'll see here in a few minutes. All right, vlog update. The owner of the motel and his cat are heading back with the wheelbarrow. He just came down here to light the bonfire. And we were kind of mentioning that it seems awfully quiet tonight. There's only 2 cars other than ours. There's no kids out here. This is very different than the way the other nights have been. And he told us that they're actually full up tonight, but it's all one family from a family reunion. So they're still doing their family reunion stuff, and then they're coming here afterwards. So I don't know when they'll get here, but the place will be full up, and I'm assuming there'll be a lot of kids and stuff, but I don't know. Sarah and I will probably be asleep. If you look up, you can see we have more than a half moon tonight.
Yep.
More than a half moon. So, yep, last night at the WigWam for this trip. And it has been a very interesting experience, and it is a pretty neat place to go. So we're going to sit here and enjoy the fire a little bit. I hear some firecrackers going off, but we haven't seen any fireworks yet. But since it is the 4th of July, Independence Day, I'm sure we're going to hear a lot of noise tonight. So, yeah, interesting. All one family. Booked the whole place up other than, I think, our room and this room on the end, because I guess that maybe that one, where that one car is also part of that family. But I noticed earlier that the one license plate that was here is Massachusetts. So, I don't know. Come from all over. All right. And here we are at our first stop on the way home. We are at Denny's. And Sarah's letting Willa go to the bathroom. This particular Denny's is attached to a Days Inn. As you can see right there, it's a sign. It's attached to the Days Inn. So this is Elizabethtown, Kentucky. And this particular off-ramp has a whole bunch of stuff. So first stop on the way home. Okay, we are at the Roadway Inn in Jeffersonville, Ohio. This is our room. This is our Sarah. This is our Willa, who's staring at the door. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, very nice room. Just got here a couple minutes ago. There's a little microwave down there. It's a Roku TV. A little refrigerator. fancy mirror with sink and really nice shower and toilet. So, yeah, Roadway Inn. Pretty nice. Surprisingly nice. We were not sure what we were getting. So, there's Outlet Mall across the way here, and there's a bunch of other stuff, and truck stops, restaurants. There's a bunch of stuff around here. So, should be plenty to do if we decide to do anything. I don't know if we will or not. We're tired. But anyway, nice room. Dog that's not supposed to be on the bed. Oh, and I should show outside here. And there's the moose. Moose is still doing great. Got us here perfectly. And here's the Roadway Inn. Not a big place. Not a big place at all, although I think there are rooms on the other side. But there's a Love's truck stop there with Hardee's. There's a Quick Trip that's not done yet, that's being built. And then right over there is the outlet malls. All that stuff. So this is where we're at on our way home. Halfway home.